After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Watson. Flushed out right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. We're scoreless after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
After the sack on 1st down, Tua. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get it. Go.
Tua sets up to pass it. And a completion to Wilson.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
– 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Watson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To the air yet again, Watson. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And some room to roam now.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
That one is caught by Hunt.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Watson flush to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Watson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Play action. Now it's Tua. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Ready, go.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
This is 3rd and goal, still looking for the first points of the game. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. It's caught, Cooper. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York.
This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On first down, Tagovailoa over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Browns are going to take possession.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands. Deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Fourth and inches. I'm finna hit.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. This caught out left by Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Watson, off play action. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. On first down, it's Watson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive INT.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run it again with Chubb, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. This will be, let's see. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And
this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 21. Now it's Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Down right around the 25. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on second down. Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 76 yards. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The slant pass complete to Swift.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, it's Goff. It's Williams on the catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down. Gone. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Play action. It's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 14. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. The tackle there by John Johnson.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third, Goff. Throwing the out route and complete. That's right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
52 yards.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. And how about this decision? Tie game, 4th quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Out of the gun, Watson.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Lions will take over.
So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Watson to throw. Out to his left. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Goff now to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now it's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 61 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked his special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Watson. Forced out to his left. Finding Hunt. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Chubb on the counter. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And the Browns are going to win the football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe, you move on to the next